This is the White House. I think I was zooming in at people walking on top of there, maybe. Just a video at the White House.
I'm over the bearing.
I don't think we're getting any closer than this. I don't know.
As the Secret Service is barreling in on you. Here's a picture of Zoe being taken by the Secret Service.
This is part of the view on the way there. The view's nice. This is a storm that was there. That happened when we got there. This is a Lego model of the White House. I want to buy it, but it was $50. And this is a lot of footage here at the White House Visitor Center. I don't really feel like watching it, but because there's a lot of interesting stuff I read there. If you guys want to read something, more than welcome to pause it and read it. I don't know if you guys would catch much of it, but you're more than welcome to do it. I actually thought about not narrating over this just now because of how long this is. It's like a half hour long. And I don't know if they're doing anything on the farm today. That's just a thing inside the White House. But I just milked cows, and I'm wondering if I should put back on my barn clothes or just go shower, even though I normally don't shower after I milk cows in the morning because it's in the morning, and sometimes I milk next thing I do. I almost dropped my computer there. And yeah, but I would throw in my barn clothes. I always used to do stuff on the farm in my good clothes, though. The only thing I did in my barn clothes was milk cows, so. I think my dad's feeding right now. And just got home and showered and all that. And I'm downloading an update on GTA 5 right now.
So there's different years
I
for how it
talk in
looks
some of these
inside
videos,
here,
but maybe you should be hearing me.
I mean, how it looks in different times or whatever.
But yeah, I thought about playing GTA 5, which I decided to, and I just thought about it because they said something about on Farming Simulator that people were asking why I don't have multiplayer on the PS3 version, and people said I can't handle it, and I said, if it can handle GTA and playing that online, it can handle Farming Simulator, which I agree with that. Just closing a pop-up that came up. So I'll just let you guys listen to everything in this video now. I guess. I don't know why I took so many videos here, but I did.
Mowing that one would be a good job for me. Just get out the disc vine and mow that.
And oh, that's the lawn at the White House.
I can mow that.
I'm getting a PS4, by the way. I ordered one. My mom ordered me one off the internet the other day. Farm owed me like $1,000 for milking cows. That's it. Just for milking cows, and he owed me another $1,000. My dad has to pay me.
I don't shoot paintball, but I do airsoft. I saw these pictures on. Yeah, I saw this thing on Facebook about a guy doing paintball.
Stayed up a little late last night, I guess.
I wanted to get into it.
Actually managed to get up to milk cows.
I went over to my friend's house the other day, and they were. And they wanted to shoot me with paintball guns, and they kept scaring me. And I kept thinking they were going to shoot me, and it was pissing me off and all that. This was the first. So you can look at how it looks in different years.
Lincoln's bedroom. Whoa, look how huge the
That's Lincoln's bedroom.
Yep, it said it.
I should have said the next footage coming up is just people what they said when they moved in the White House, like presidents or whatever.
No,
I'm too cool for fancy stuff. Fancy stuff, I don't know. Like, I've been inside a fancy house and I felt weird, like how I get sometimes.
Just letting the whole video play while I'm just sitting here.
I don't need to take pictures. I'm videotaping. I can just take a screenshot of it. Videotaping?
Well, maybe this isn't what I thought it was, I guess.
YouTube video of everything. When you get done? Yeah. Yeah. And that
the night that he got stabbed into his heart.
Who?
Mr. Ford. That's the night that went through his heart.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
that's
Yeah,
I
right.
used that last night. It tasted like his
You
organs.
use that, Nick?
Ugh.
I guess there's glass
Sorry.
around. I don't know. Once once I was walking through this thing and there was glass, and I didn't know if I could walk through there if it was glass or not.
So like,
I don't care about movies.
Oh, he's back in the ditch.
None of the stupid Instagram on Facebook. I think my sister posted.
Yeah. Wait,
Okay. Selfie.
No, that's not the video. Well, I'm almost surprised when they let me in there with the hook in my hat because they had to go through a lot of security stuff. And I took it off to be able to kind of guy saying that just to consider that a weapon. So I asked that in school, and then I hear people talking about it and it's saying, "Oh, would they consider that a weapon?" And I asked it when we were discussing that's the chair of George Washington sat, by the way. We were discussing we're pretty much doing our own laws. We were making our own laws for in the school, and then people were asking questions. I asked a question within my own group, and I asked if it was considered a weapon, and my bitch ass teacher, she fucking just said to take the head away and took the hook away, and then this hook, another innocent guy's hook away. But that was the day when we were, it was this was your favorite career day or whatever. I don't remember what this is here. It's all upside down thanks to my shitty videotaping. I use my phone to record all my real life videos, I should say. Then to make my gaming videos, I started out using EasyVid, and then I went to some other free recorders and stuff like I used, I forgot what it's called, Expression Encoder, because it recorded in-game sounds and it didn't show, like, some certain stuff. But now I'm going back to EasyVid because I'd rather be able to record longer than not having in-game sounds. Than in-game sounds, I should say.
And impacts around the world.
I don't know what that is.
Those kind of things were very overwhelming to me.
It was a completely new experience for me.
This is a video I was
thought
talking
initially that it would be like living in a museum. That was my first worry, I would say, because I was coming to this house with two little girls. Then you go up in the elevator and you reach the two residence floors. And the first time I entered that space, I thought, well, this feels like home. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think of the other children who stayed in those rooms and how the other families use the space.
Well, I put the same video in twice and I don't really care. Don't care. Just ignore this. This should have been my time to talk. But yeah, I think I'll do an unboxing video on my PS4 when it comes, like I did when I got my Traxxas Rustler, but that was almost 2 years ago, and I don't know how many of you have been following me that long. I don't know how many of you have been following me since probably like almost 2.5 years ago when I first started doing YouTube, even though I had my YouTube account for over 4 years, but then I made videos on those tech deck skateboards and they weren't getting views, so I decided to quit, and then I came back to it a couple of years later. That's pretty close to presidents and what they ate. Closet music, I guess. That doesn't look like anything interesting. I don't remember what this was here. I'm just commenting on a post on Facebook. So the picture, I don't know which IH2 plus 2, but yeah, the one we have is 3788. It's obviously either 33, 35, or 37, because I can tell by the color it's one of the three, but apparently it's from some movie called Airplane. That was just more footage. I know some of these videos are out of order too, but I don't really care. I think that's the chair that George Washington said, and I don't know which chair it was. Probably the other one. That's just something cool I saw at the visitor center for the White House. This is me in front of the Washington Monument.
I'm over the bearing. Over the fence.
There's a picture that got left out here. What the fuck?
I
think this is where the people are on the White House on top of it.
I had the Secret Service barrel, and then here's a picture of Zoe being taken by the Secret Service.
The picture got out here somehow. I don't know. Don't worry about it. Oops.
So who's all buried here then? Is all veterans or is that here?
Okay.
Is all veterans here or what?
Come on. There we go. This was stuff at Arlington National Cemetery. This is JFK's grave. This is another Kennedy grave. This is just a tall gravestone there. I thought was cool. And these people were hauling up a body on horses to bury somewhere, I think. And this is just a ceremony they had. You know, I didn't really care for it too much, though. Those people are pretty talented the way they walk, though. The way they move. Really talented.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? I am Sergeant Carr.
He's actually one of the guys in that Quiet Idiot video
United
I
States
made about a
Army.
year ago.
Guard of Honor, Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. The ceremony that you are about to witness is the changing of the guard. In keeping with the dignity of this ceremony, it is requested that everyone remain silent and stand. Thank you.
I think this was actually, yeah, Tomb of the Unknown Soldier is what this was. So I had noises, if you can hear them, that's just me liking stuff on Facebook. I like pretty much everything. I heard they even made some kind of, has shared a recipe for some kind of pie or something. I don't know if they're vegan, but she is. Yeah, yesterday was Ariana Grande's birthday. My sister is obsessed with her. She probably wants to marry her. So last night waiting for my parents to get home from going out to eat. And I was doing this, so I'm tired.
Ready? Hey! Ready? Out! Out! Ready? Out. Right. Order. Out. Out. Right. Hey. Forward. Out. Forward. Out. Up.
It's kind of post-pro Minecraft. Chicken, it says Steve tries to punch me at tall grass. Hits grass instead. And here's a nice truck. Stretching. Oh, that's a cool thing we saw walking to the Pentagon. This is like where you come into the Pentagon after you go through all the security stuff. That's basically where you come in through the main entrance in the Pentagon. But yeah, this is inside the Pentagon, ladies and gentlemen. This is a thing that was in there. This is me inside the Pentagon by this podium thing. This is an MP40 we saw at the Holocaust Museum, and I probably wouldn't know about it if I went to play Call of Duty and I wanted to take a picture of it, but my mom was doing it. And this is a wagon I thought was a manure spreader, because I'm a farmer, don't know any better, but it was something, I don't know. And this was at the World War II Memorial. I wasn't feeling good at the time. This is me in front of the World War II Memorial. This is me in front of the Wisconsin Park, because I'm from Wisconsin, by the way. That's where I live. These are some guns that we saw at a Gettysburg Museum or something like that. And these were cannonballs that they fired cannons from and all that. Well, I put this in there twice, but whatever. Guess you guys can get a good look at them. How about that? And this was a tour of Gettysburg.
9.5 square miles of terrain National Park Service holds in trust. Some historic structures, like the historic McPherson barn, the stone part of it is original. Reconstructed fence lines where farmers would have had them to mark their boundaries to keep their livestock in or other livestock out. And 13 to 1,400 monuments, markers, and plaques.
Yeah, I took that
Most Confederate monuments become state monuments, put up in the 20th century. We'll later see a number of those. To our right here, the equestrian statue for General Reynolds. He was the Union 1st Corps commander. He's going to be killed fairly early in the fight. And just a little bit beyond him, a standing portrait statue of John Buford. His Union cavalry would fight off their horses dismounted, slowing down the Confederates by around 2.5 hours and giving Reynolds enough time to bring up the lead elements of the Union 1st Corps. The structure to your left, non-historic, it's the old West End Guide Station. Basically what it is right now are bathrooms. Now, earlier we told you about the only civilian who was killed in the battle. We have a statue here for the only civilian who dies in it, or fights in it, I should say, and that's going to be 69-year-old John Burns, who comes out here with his Kentucky flintlock rifle and asks the Union Army, can I help out? They'll eventually say yes. He'll pitch in lightly 3 times, and he'll be wounded 3 times in the battle. And when Lincoln visits Gettysburg, he's going to visit Burns at his house because he's become one of the heroes of the battle. Marking down here just in front of that reddish line. Try to get as close to the right as we can. This one we're going to get the kids off here. Okay, guys, this is going to be our first get-out stop on the battlefield at the monument of the 7th Wisconsin. When we get out, I'll tell you a little bit about it. Hopefully the adults can set you up so you guys
this
can do
is
a
a
group.
monument for something, I don't know. But here's a picture of cows I had to take because everyone knows I'm a farmer. At least most people do. And I had to videotape this because this was just a sweet view from on top of the mountain. I think I talk in here, so I'm gonna let you guys listen. It's a really nice view. And I think this is me climbing that tower. I switched from my phone to my iPod because my phone ran out of storage. I mean, that's why my phone keeps running out of storage when I'm making videos, because of all the pictures and videos I took here.
For good luck?
No,
just a rub it. You know what, Bill? Have one rub, Bill. Plus you get stinky.
Was I the center of attention? You were when you were doing that.
Raymond, you gotta come up here. The view is really good up here.
Oh my god, it's just...
And this is a picture of just how good the view was. And I took this selfie on top of the tower, and then the next one I took at some other monument we went to. This one I took there. I think my mom has a picture of it, but I didn't put it in the video or nothing. This is the 6th largest church in the world. 2nd largest in the United States. This is a chapel inside there, I think. I think this might be part, yeah, that's part of another chapel. And that's the Capitol. I always thought the Capitol was the White House, but apparently not. And this is a cool picture I took inside the Capitol. Another picture of the roof inside the Capitol, how tall it was. And these are statues I felt like taking pictures of. This is Ford's Theater where Abraham Lincoln got shot. And this is me walking through the house where he died.
I hope. Is it bed where he died or what? Have you ever done that? Oh yeah, this is it. You guys can pause that and read if you want. Oops, go ahead, Ben. Well, are we going to the museum or which way do we go?
I think we go this way. Hey, Emily, where are we supposed to go?
This is the Lincoln Memorial. And there's me touching the top of the Washington Monument. That's a huge propeller. We saw it there at Space Museum. This was the Apollo 11 command module. That's a LEM that was supposed to be used for either Apollo 18, 19, or 20. There's a spacesuit on there. There's another picture of it, and the next picture is me in front of it, and then there's a Rosetta Stone. So it was at the Spy Museum, the stone. So I took a lot of pictures there, but I didn't really care for it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys later. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.